For my second leaf, I've glued the paper down in exactly the same way. I've gone around the subject with my V-tool. I've cut across the grain to lower the surface with this deep gouge. And exactly as before, I've smoothed off the surface. So this is the stage up to the setting in, as we've just done. So, just as before, I can choose a flat gouge and look for all the slow curves like this here, pushing with my thumb just above the surface with the corner, and just scoop this back like this, and then take out the shaving here. Sometimes you need just a little stroke to get it free. Now what I'm going to do is, as I come down here, I'm going to reverse this curve over here, and I'm coming close to the edge of that stalk, which is quite thin. It's quite a thin little stalk. So what I want to do here, because this stalk is so thin, it's a waste of time really to create big deep walls and then to take it back. So I'm actually going to take it back now at this stage here. So I'm going to drop this down towards the background like this. So this is now the height of the stalk, a bit lower than the leaf. And I can redraw this edge here. It's something like that. So, when we've got a shape like this, we now have to move into setting in by matching. In other words, we match the shape of the gouge to the shape of the curve we want to cut. So, picking a gouge that matches this shape here, I can also push it round like that. So that's set in there. Then back to the flat gouge. I can trim some of this. Let's take a little bit more off before we trim up to the edge. So now trim up to the edge like this way. And over here, and I can take this wood away here. So you can work your way around this part, and then I'm going to deal with that bit separately. This top edge here is a lot more complicated, and we can't really try and copy every little in and out groove. So we need to pick tools that even things out a little bit. So these will be narrower gouges, and we set in by matching again, picking the shapes, joining up, marrying. Use one tool as best we can. For as long as we can, then we can swap to another tool. Now a little crevice like this here and here, they're quite difficult to deal with. So what I do is just leave those for the moment. We can nibble back a little bit into them like this. But just leave that for the moment, work our way around, if necessarily switching a tool to make the tighter curve. Back to matching that in. And then cleaning up as before. Sometimes we need to go back and forwards a little bit, just to release those chips. So we're going to work our way around the edge of the leaf like this, but leaving these deep recesses for the moment. I've set in the edge all round here and here, but not these difficult areas that are shaded here. What I'm going to do next is actually start modelling the surface. So I'm using a deepish gouge, and I'm going to start pushing this back down like this, like over here, all heading these towards the centre of the stem over here. Similarly over here, I'm going to start just running that back down, and what I'm aiming to do is set this point here right back to the to the background, so that when I now set this in, I've only got a very small amount of wall to finish off, because otherwise I'd be creating a lot of effort for no gain, because I'd then cut it away. So this is a way of just being much quicker. So I would change my gouges. I'd try different gouges, and I'd scoop these back, trying to get nice smooth lines, and using this sort of pivoting of the low angle grip. And perhaps I would take quite a deep little gouge here, tilt it over so that I have quite a hard wall and quite a nice deep shadow here, and then I can put that one back in. So this can now be set in here, and again you're right down at the background here, so this comes out really much more easily and you can get into it. So we just carry on like this, running flutes down, keeping the variation going, and in particular we'll run more off here like this, sort of short ones. Where you have problems with it going against the grain, you might need to reverse the cut and clean up on a side that's been torn. So you might need to go backwards and forwards down these cuts, but keep these quite smooth lines heading to the middle, and then when you've finished all this you can come back and just set in this bit here and finish off that edge there. The edge of this leaf, we can round one edge over like this, turning the tool upside down. Cleaning off all the paper, so that goes into the stalk there. And this one here, we can come down a little bit like this, so make a little bit of a modelling here on this one. I'm not going to undercut on this leaf. So these lovely lines all taper off into here, and then the stem itself you can just round over like so. Again, you might need to go backwards and forwards a little bit, or even this way at the bend. So when you've got that sorted, you can just finish off with a little, perhaps a little cut like this at the end. That gives a sense of the bottom of the leaf. So check it all around for the lines, and the colour and the background's clean, and then we're going to finish it. This time I'm going to oil the leaf and wax the background to see what difference that makes.